Morning, BookTube. Bill Ruttenberg here with the Ruttenberg Library. Come to you with another bookshelf tour, or as I've been calling these last several, the bookshelf tour, the Unboxed edition. And so I've been digging books from my collection that I keep at school for my kids to also use. And so I've been, since we've had time to do stuff at school, since there's no kids at school, I've been digging through these boxes, and I've been trying to show you guys what I have in the boxes. And so I wanted to show you some of these, and so let's get started. So this first book is Ragtime by E.L. Doctorow. This is a book about a time period that my wife actually happens to like. Anytime she sees movies from this time period, she always wants to watch them. This is from Bantam Books. It's out of Toronto and New York, and it was printed in the year 1981. So there's the first book in the collection. The next book is Plain Speaking, an oral biography of Harry S. Truman by Merle Miller. And being a Missouri guy myself, been to the Truman Library several times, his presidential library. Absolutely awesome presidential library. If you ever get a chance to go there, it's one of the best in the nation. And of course, Harry Truman was a president who maybe didn't get the recognition that he deserved during his presidency, but definitely in recent years, Harry Truman has been looked at in a much more favorable light. Whether you agree or disagree with some of the decisions he had to make, you have to respect that he made the decision. He stood by what he said. He made a very, very hard decision. Whether it was right or wrong, it was a hard decision that could have went either way. And anyway, this is a Berkeley book from New York, and 1982 is the year, 1982. So, like I said, one of my favorite presidents to learn about. Got a lot of respect for him making hard decisions. So this next one is Sink the Bismarck by C.S. Forester. It says the true story of Hitler's mightiest battleship, how it was hunted, fought, and destroyed in the crucial battle for the Atlantic. So this is a hardback. Got a little bit of sun fading there, as you can see. This is a hardback book. It is from Bantam Books out of New York, and it is 1963, it looks like. 1963. So kind of a smaller volume. Here is Friendly Fire by C.D.B. Bryan. This is from, looks like Vietnam, the Vietnam era. So this book is, can I show you that? And this is a Bantam Books from 1977. 1977. All right, so this is the story of the 5 Eisenhower brothers. And I don't have a dust jacket with this, but I can show you the hardcover. And let's see. This is from Farrar, Straus, and Cudahy. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, it's out of New York. It's by Bella Kornitzer, and it's from 1955. 1955. The Death of a President, November 1963, by William Manchester. And of course, we all know this is talking about John F. Kennedy. And this is from Harper and Row Publishers out of New York. And it is 1967, looks like. And this is a little bit of it's a heftier book. 710 pages, 710. So a little bit of a hefty book. Here's another one on Harry Truman. This is Years of Decisions, and obviously that's a pretty beat up copy. So Memoirs by Harry S. Truman, Volume 1, Year of Decisions. This is Doubleday and Company, Garden City, 1955. And I've got another copy of Years of Decisions. That's a lot better copy than that. But again, it's for the kids at school, and kids sometimes beat up books at school, so that's all right. This next book is by Winston Churchill. It is The Gathering Storm. This is part of his World War II history series. He wrote a series of them. This is from Houghton Mifflin Company out of Boston, the Riverside Press, Cambridge. Let's see. 1948 is when it was printed. 1948. And next one on the stack is Treblinka by Jean-Francois Steiner. Hopefully I said that name right. The preface is by Simone de Beauvoir, translated from the French by Helen Weaver. That's a much easier name to say. Simon & Schuster out of New York, and it is a 1967 book. 1967, and of course, Treblinka is one of the camps. And I haven't read this. I'm guessing. Yep, it's all about the camp. That's what I figured. All right, so next book on the stack, The War in the Air, the Royal Air Force in World War II, edited by Gavin Yall, or maybe it's Law. It's kind of a neat cover. And this book is a William Moreau and Company out of New York. And it's 1969 book. It's in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape for being a library copy. Here is The Life and Death of Adolf Hitler by Robert Payne. And I have another couple books by Robert Payne somewhere. One on, I want to say he wrote one on Stalin, and then another one on Lenin. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I shouldn't swear to that, but I'm pretty sure he's got a couple of them that I've got in the collection. Wish I knew that for sure without saying it, but anyway, it's a hefty. And the other two that I've got are hefty books. This is from Prager Publishers out of New York, and it is a 1973 book, and it looks like by the same author. He's got The Life and Death of Lenin, and so I'm guessing I'm right, because there's also a Life and Death of Stalin. All right, so here's a autobiography of Eleanor Roosevelt. This story of her life consists of material selected from 3 volumes of memoirs, to which Mrs. Roosevelt has added chapters, bringing it up to date. All right, so that book. So it's by Eleanor Roosevelt, obviously. There she is on the back cover. It's got her great-grandson, Nicholas Seagraves, in her arms there. This is from Harper and Brothers Publishers out of New York, and it is a 1958 book. No, 1961 book. 1961. All right, so here we go. This is a day of dedication, the essential writings and speeches of Woodrow Wilson, edited with an introduction by Albert Freed. All right. I've picked up some Woodrow Wilson books in the last year or so, 2 years maybe. Interesting biographies. But sometimes his writings are not always the easiest to read through. This is the Macmillan Company out of New York, and it is printed in 1965. All right, last 2 books. Getting close here. The Guns of August. Pretty famous book here. The Guns of August. This is a beat-up copy with no book jacket. It's by Barbara, is it Tuchman? I think that's how you say it. The Macmillan Company out of New York, 1962. But this is a pretty famous, book on World War I, Guns of August. And then the last one here is The Nations at War. And this is all about World War I. Let's see here. Got to get to... Oh, there is no title page. Excuse me. It's by, what did it say? By Abbott and Staff. That's what I've got for it. Sorry, guys. And it's just got a whole bunch of stuff on, World War I. Great pictures. A lot of really good black and white photos in this one. But there's some more photos. Really cool. But anyway, that is the bookshelf tour for today. And hope you enjoyed this. You can leave down in the comments anything you want to say about the books. I do realize they're beat up. You don't have to tell me that. They're ex-library copies. But if you want to talk about some of the titles and let me know what you think, I'd appreciate it. And until next time, BookTube, you have a great day. Thank you for watching.